everybody, it's Melanie. Happy Taco Tuesday. Today I'm going to show you how to make my 20-minute tacos. And my favorite part about this is that it's in the microwave. And no, it's not very difficult to cook tacos on the stove top, but I like to do it in the microwave, and that way I can do other things like clean up the table or get all my other things prepped while I'm getting everything, while the meat is cooking in the microwave. And if you've cooked meat in the microwave before, you may wonder if it's going to turn out gray and kind of yucky. Not with my Rockcrock Dutch oven. This is like the only way I cook ground beef anymore, and it comes out brown and delicious. And our Rockcrock is amazing because you can put it in the microwave, you can put it on the stove top, you can put it in the oven, it goes under the broiler, it can even go on the grill or in the freezer. It's pretty fantastic. So in here I have a pound of ground turkey. I'm just going to break it up a little bit with the mix and chop. And I'm going to pop it in the microwave for 15 minutes. And this works just as well with ground beef too. You might want to do a leaner ground beef so you don't have as much to drain off, but you can do it just the same. I am next going to make some seasoning. You can either use a packet of taco seasoning, you could use our Tex-Mex rub, is great on tacos. You could just use 2 tablespoons of that. I keep all these seasonings on hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a quick seasoning, and you can do that too if you have everything, or you like to just know what's inside in your food. But the same thing, that Tex-Mex rub is just pre-measured ingredients, so you can definitely use that if you'd like. So I'm just going to use a half a teaspoon of all of these things and 1 teaspoon of these. So I've got some oregano. It's not wanting to fit in there. Garlic powder. Onion powder, paprika, and some red pepper flakes. I am not going to use a full half teaspoon of these because I've got little kids and they don't like the spicy very much. So I'm just going to pull out maybe a 1/4 teaspoon, maybe a little bit less than that. And then I'm going to do 1 teaspoon of black pepper. And chili powder. And cumin, and this is going to give it a nice smoky flavor. Actually, I might not have a whole teaspoon of that, so I'm just going to dump in whatever's left over. And a teaspoon of salt. And that is ready for when my meat's ready. Actually, I'm also going to sprinkle in just a little bit of our chipotle seasoning. I love this stuff because I love chipotle peppers, and this gives you some of that smoky, good flavor of the chipotle without having to make the mess. So I'm just going to do a little sprinkle of that. Again, that's spicy too, so I don't want to do too much. And I'm just going to set that there and to wait until our meat is ready. So in here I have some romaine lettuce that I just washed up, and I wanted to show you guys this. This is actually kind of a little lunch thing that you can take along, but I love to use this to shred lettuce. So it's really cool because it has a colander, and so you can rinse your lettuce and everything and keep it in there, and water will collect at the bottom. You can just dump it out. There's a little spout. But this is fantastic for taking along lunch because it has a lid, and in this top part you also have a place for dressing, and you can put your fork and other toppings. I'm not using any of that today, so I'm just going to set that to the side, but you can pull it over the top, and you can actually use this colander as a guide for when you're cutting up your lettuce. So this gives the perfect cuts, and I'm going to do this You can flip this back and forth as many times as you want. I'm going to do it once on this side, then I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees and do it again. And I'm actually using our forged chef's knife. Our coated blue chef's knife works great for this as well. You definitely want to use a chef's knife because if you try to use like the Santoku knife, it's going to be too short. So you can buy the coated knife as a set with this if you'd like. But I think that going once and then 90 degrees again is really just perfect for tacos. If you love a good chopped salad, you'll want to have one of these. And this is really cool if you're making, if you love to have salads for lunch, you can make this. You can go ahead and put in all of your other ingredients. You can put in your tomatoes and some chicken, whatever else you want. And then look, you can just pull it up and dump it out. And there you go, nice chopped up lettuce. And this can all go in the dishwasher when you're done, which is my other favorite. The last thing that I have while our meat is cooking up is I'm going to grate our own cheddar. So something that you might not know is that when you grate your own cheddar or any cheese, you are going to be saving money because it's cheaper in a block like this. It's also going to taste fresher because it's not, well, because it is fresher. So you're going to save money, it's going to taste fresher, it's also going to last longer, and you're not going to get any preservatives, so it's going to melt better as well. Pre-shredded cheese has some anti-caking stuff in it, and so when you go to melt it, it's going to be a little bit gritty and it's going to be a little bit clumpy. So easy to grate your own cheese. Just pop it here into the food holder, which I'm telling you guys, I'm gonna go do a couple here before I get it on. You want to use the food holder, you guys. Hold on, it might take me a minute to get it adjusted here. I put a little bit too big of a block in. All right, you want to use the food holder so you don't grate your fingers off. Super easy. This is a fun thing you can do with your kids too, is you just put it in there and just go up and down. So this is our microplane coarse grater. We also have the fine grater that's great for harder cheeses like Parmesan, and you can also use that to use some garlic and maybe even chocolate, anything you want to get really fine. Let's put that little piece off of there. There we go. So you can see I have the coarse grater set up like a stand right now. Pull that off. My kids will want to eat those big chunks. But you can also, it's adjustable, so you can just push this button, and if you're going like over the top of a salad or something, you can just go right on top. And that's all I have for you for now. I'll come back when the meat's ready and I'll show you how to add in everything and put everything together. All right, our microwave just dinged. Pull it out here, and this does get hot in the microwave, so make sure you use your little microwave grips. Get this with the mix and chop. It looks kind of gross. I am going to hit it with the mix and chop, and then I'm gonna drain it a little bit. I wasn't sure if this would need it. If you're using really lean meat, you might not need to drain it. So I'm actually going to do that before I chop it up anymore. I just have this little pasta drainer that I'm going to use, and do it over a bowl with some paper towel because it's not a whole lot. Also, it's hot, so, you know, however you drain your meat. All right, just a little bit. All right, now I'm going to break it up more with my mix and chop. Then I'm going to add in this spice blend that we just did. We just made, plus a cup of water. And I'm going to break it up a little bit more with the mix and chop. I like my taco meat to be really fine, so just get it to wherever you like it. I'm telling you, this mix and chop is a game changer when it comes to your ground meat into your taco night. And then I'm going to put this back in the microwave for another 5 minutes, and that's really going to help it brown up now that it's got all that seasoning in there. Put the lid back on, pop it back in the microwave for 5 minutes, and I'm going to get everything else set up and ready to go. All right, our meat is all done here. I'm gonna pull off this lid and I want you to see how nicely that browned up. Look at that. I mean, you can't even believe that that's from the microwave. It's so good and it smells so good. I wish that we had smell-o-vision. Now I'm just gonna put together a taco. I put some tortillas. I did 9 because that's about how many we'll need for our family, maybe a little more, but I popped them in the microwave for about a minute so they're nice and soft. It does get hot in there, so I've got mom hands, it didn't burn me, but be careful when you're reaching in there. I like to put on a little bit of sour cream, and then a little bit of taco meat, and then some salsa, and some of this cheese and lettuce that we cut up earlier. And that, my friends, is a good looking taco. Enjoy!